to now, move on because this is Black Music Month. And so it's my pleasure. I think we're going to listen to a little snippet of a song from Far Cry Songs. And then we're going to talk to the songwriters in just a few minutes.
Time to make it right. My Lord, you came in the middle of a storm.
Oh, wow. Okay. That was short. I wanted to hear more. Theresa, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you. Is Monica with us? There she is.
She's here.
I'm here. Okay. All right. To Theresa Metzger and Monica Hodnett. Thank you.
Yes.
Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Perfectly. Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. Yeah. And you guys, you ladies, I should say, are songwriters and a Far Cry Songs. Tell us a little bit about the label. It is a label. I want to get that right.
Well, it's not a label. It's a conglomerate. It's a partnership between myself and Monica as songwriters.
Okay.
So we publish together. We publish our songs together. It's a publishing company.
And is it mostly what's the genre? Is it gospel?
Okay, so no, we're not stuck in a box. So we write gospel, we write country music, rock music, Afrobeat. Anything that comes to mind, whatever however the spirit moves us, we write.
Wonderful. And how long have you all been working together?
About 20 years now.
It's been about 20 years. Of, we started out as friends first and discovered one day that, hey, we actually have a knack. The both of us have a knack for coming up with a good story. So we decided to try to do songwriting, and it kind of fell into our laps a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So where are you all headed? I mean, who are some of the musicians and songwriters who've inspired you the most, and what does Far Cry Songs offer to the rest of us?
Well,
you want to take that?
Yeah, we have been inspired by the likes of Stevie Wonder, Lionel Richie, Marvin Gaye, local DC artist, of course. We believe he was way ahead of his time, just coming up with those melodies and the music and everything. We were really inspired by that, as well as so many others, too many to name. As Theresa mentioned, we believe this is a gift that God has given to us. Like, we don't sit and try to write, it'll come right to us. Just we can hear some music and just it'll come to us. So we believe it's definitely a God-given gift, and it has allowed us to work with many different types of people, and just we've got music videos out there. Go to our YouTube channel or our website, Far Cry Songs, and you have a variety there: country, rock, R&B.
Oh, okay.
Afro beats.
Little dance hall.
We've even had a song translated in Latin. So we've got it all there.
Now, did either one of you sing?
We both can sing.
We can. We can hold a tune, but we're not singers. You won't see us on stage.
You may hear our voices on some background vocals here and there, but our preference is songwriting.
Right.
So, as a writer myself sometimes, and I've never considered, myself a feature writer or not, nonfiction or whatever, but we get inspired by certain things, right? That make us write certain things. And what are the inspirations? We talked about people, but we're in a time right now that's really crazy. At least I'm defining it as crazy. So what's inspiring the words or the songs that you all have come up with lately?
Yeah, real life situations. Right now, we currently have a well-known Nigerian artist by the name of Stella Monier, and she's been on quite a life journey. And once I've read about where she's been in her life and some of the challenges she's been through, we decided that we wanted to write something for her that was inspirational. The song is called He Prepared Me, and we're actually shooting the music video for that tomorrow, and that's going to be released coming up soon. So that's one of the things. And also doing some collaborative writing with Stacey Ladisaw, another DC local. And we've worked with Callie Day, another well-known singer. She has an amazing voice and went viral, and tens of millions of views out there on her singing. So we were lucky to have her do a couple of our songs as well.
You're muted, Denise.
My computer here, so I am just having a little bit of a challenge today. So I appreciate your patience. But, when it comes to what you all do, what are some of the challenges that you faced in actually getting your songs out and getting them to artists? Because you can sit and write all day, but unless someone actually accepts the song, I mean, I don't know the process, so I'd like to know a little bit more about that.
Let
me answer that, because Monica has a gift. Okay. Monica has a gift. I believe that she was born with. She's able to talk to anybody, and she's not afraid to talk to anyone or go anywhere or send an email to anyone's inbox. So what we do is we kind of cold call. If we have a song that we think we've written for someone and it fits for them, we'll just search the internet and find a contact for them, find their manager, find their best friend, their sister, cousin, send them a message and try to get to the person that we're trying to get to let them hear this song, because we believe so much in what we're doing that, hey, this song is absolutely for you. It sounds like you. It's about your story. So, I mean, it has been a challenge trying to get to certain people. And, since if you're not like A-list, if you're not Beyonce's sister, a lot of people don't want to actually listen to what you have to say. So you have to just be confident and keep pushing forward, because at the end of the day, music is what connects us all, and it serves as a soundtrack to most of our experiences. So once we get them to open up their ear and listen, normally the answer is yes, they'll go ahead and record it for us.
And do you all follow the trends? Because, currently, of course, in our community, it's always been, for DC, go-go, hip hop has been very strong. Now there seems to be this emergence, of country music. I don't know if you all have entered into that genre as well.
Funny you asked.
Yeah, and then of course gospel, but go ahead.
One of our biggest influences was Lionel Richie that Monica mentioned earlier. It was some years ago that we were watching a video of Lionel Richie and Kenny Rogers sitting at the piano and writing together and singing. I think it was Lady they were singing. Remember that song they had back in the 80s?
I do remember.
And we looked at each other and we were like, you know what? I like country music. I've been listening to country music my whole life. Monica's been listening here and there to country music. So we decided to, step our foot into that arena, and we've got about 25 country songs that we've written.
Wow.
Yeah. We've actually traveled to Nashville. We've attended the Dove Awards there in Nashville. Yeah, we have our hand in everything.
So let me ask you, if there was that one person out there that you would just love for them to say, look, I like the song. I'm gonna be the artist on this song. I mean, do you have your sights on any particular artist?
We've got quite a few of those, but
I'm sure.
I'm thinking that one of my personal favorite that I want to get a song to is Rihanna. Theresa, I don't know what your
actually she was on the list as well. Beyonce was next on the list. I'd like to try that. Like we're not Beyonce and Rihanna's age, but
no, really, honestly, and you couldn't have told me that, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Not ashamed. No, happy to still be here.
Yes.
Happy to still be growing old gracefully and still be chasing a dream. But Rihanna, Beyonce, those kind of artists, because they stretch the limits, they don't stay inside of a box. And that's kind of how me and Monica write together. We don't keep ourselves, limited to, women only talk about this, or this age group only talks about this, or you shouldn't do this kind of music or this kind of track. You shouldn't work with that kind of producer.
If there's an audience for it, then we can write it. And in fact, like Theresa and I we write together and we write individually. So sometimes we call and we just, run things by each other and say, well, what do you think of this melody? What do you think of this music? And that collaboration, whether it's together or individual, we always collaborate at some point to figure out the next steps.
So there are folks out there that, music has lots of roles. You have the musicians, you have the performers, you have the songwriters, right? And so, there are all kinds of roles that we can play in this industry, especially as we acknowledge Black Music Month. Yeah. But if you and you do have this opportunity right now to give some words of encouragement to songwriters or some lessons learned, what would they be?
First would be educate yourself. Educate yourself about the music industry. It's ever changing. Nothing is in stone. Processes change all the time. And
especially we know historically, era.
Yeah, historically, Black songwriters have been kind of jilted a little bit. You know what I mean? It took years for us to get to the point. Remember when Smokey Robinson was writing for Motown and Marvin Gaye, they weren't getting paid the kind of money that they were supposed to. And it took for, innovation and education for them to actually get to where they own their own publishing and things like that. And now with AI and with the internet and things that are being released online, there's so much to learn. So that would be the key piece of advice that I would give someone. Make sure that you understand what you're getting yourself into and read and study.
Read. Monica, any advice?
Yes, a lot of people are excited to get signed. Well, Theresa and I, we decided, you know what, let's learn this whole process and we can get our own royalties. We can do our own production. We don't just write songs. We also make the music from time to time. We sing the songs and we to make sure that whoever is going to sing the song for us knows exactly how the melodies go. So be involved in the whole process. I think you should definitely know everything that's happening with your music. Make sure it's copyrighted. Make sure you protect yourself. Don't sign any deals that you don't feel comfortable with. And just like Theresa said, educate yourself and make sure that you can keep as much of what you've owned, what you should own.
Work for it. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Make sure. Okay.
And don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dream.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, I want to thank you ladies for being with us. Again, we're talking about Far Cry songs. We're talking to Theresa Metzger and Monica Hodnett. Thank you so very much for being with you. And Mom, I want to thank you for allowing us to spend time with your son this summer.
Yes. We're just sharing all of the news articles. He's always running out of the door saying, "Oh, I'm going to cover this. I'm going to cover that." So I love it. Thank you for having me.
Quite proud of DeMarco as well, and he's actually been seen here on Win TV. So all right, for DeMarco.
He's going to be helping edit the new video after tomorrow. So
wonderful.
We'll make sure you get a copy of that.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. Okay, let us know when you get that song to Beyonce or Rihanna.
Absolutely.
You'll be the first to know.
FarCrySongs.com. Check us out.
All righty. Thanks much.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.